Okay, let's see here. About ready to start here. Hoping the sound mix is okay. Let's look at the meters. Yeah, maybe not too bad. Turn it down a little bit. Yeah, my setup's really janky right now. Let's see. This is the demo reel, it's not me playing it. At some point I need to get a better streaming setup than this. I don't stream very often, so. Okay. And if you join the chat room, be sure to say hi or something. Now, for people unfamiliar with this game, this game's terrifying. It's extremely difficult, very memorization heavy, especially the US release. The Japanese one you can take 3 hits, the US one you die in 1 hit. And it actually really changes how the game is played. And you think, well, I can just, you know, up the extra life stock. No, you can't. And there's no easy mode. So, it is what it is. Here we go. Now you got 4 characters. And I always pick Sheena. But you got also a werewolf with sunglasses who's also bionic. Has like machine gun arms or something. You got Brownie, who's like a short little robot. I think Brownie's the easiest to play as, if I remember right. And these two play like more traditional Contra style. This is the most kind of like old school Contra character, and then she's kind of next in line. But she's got a few weapons that I really prefer. And this game's very un-Contra. I mean, if you look at all the older Contra games, they're very like 80s action movie kind of stuff. And this is the first one that's really goofy and wacky and just such a silly game. And it's just partial in multiple ways. It plays a little bit like Gunstar Heroes even. Very boss rushy. Oh, you're kidding me! That is BS. That's fine. We'll get another one. So one thing I like about Sheena's homing weapon is, unlike the missiles from Ray and Contra 3, it spreads out before it homes, so you get kind of like you kind of double dip. I'm already not doing it super well. I might have to do this a second time. Not on my A game. Well, we'll see. I've done this before where I lose a bunch of lives and I recover. This game actually does hand out a pretty decent amount of extends. It's not like 3 lives and that's it. I mean, I'm about to get another one right here. So if you mess up, you know, it's not the end of the world. Now, of course, in some parts, if you lose certain weapons, it gets much more difficult, which I kind of don't like balance-wise. When you could take 3 hits, that made more sense, because you had to really mess up, but it's so easy to die in this. At least they give you auto-fire. See there, I got another life. So at least they give you auto-fire, unlike some of the other Contras, which... See, one thing I like about her, too, is that her grenades arc. And on the other character, they don't. I mean, this game is very much the tip of like extreme '90s like kind of stuff. I mean, everything is just going berserk. Oh, pfft. Well. Yeah, I really might need to do this again. You can call me Deadeye Joe. And so this game branches all over the place, which I really like. I'm going to do this one because I'm familiar with it. I started experimenting with other routes, though. I got to the point where I got to the last boss of a couple of different routes. Yeah, this laser makes quick work of a lot of enemies, and it goes through walls. Oh, I always do that. I almost got myself clobbered because I jump. And yeah, if you jump because of power-ups, you can hit the craft, and it's not fun. You can usually get this guy in one pass, but where the game starts getting really goofy. I love these animations. I used to prefer Contra 3 quite a bit. Now I'm not so sure, to be honest. You know, even though it's such a memorization-heavy game, it's just so fun. I don't know. See, I got another extra life. So I would have had 4 if I hadn't messed up. Now this weapon here is one of the more powerful weapons in the game. It's almost like, I don't know, it's sometimes you wonder why you should use another one. Cascade. Ah, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my stream. Watch how this syncs to the music. Isn't that cool? it's like that helicopter game we used to play back in school. I heard they got banned. Probably a good idea. Put some of his eyes out. I just run for it in this part. You can get these two, and then you gotta draw fire with that one. If you go up here, there's an alternate ending. There's this really hard arena part where you fight 3 bosses, and then you get the credits roll. It's really silly. You go through like a time warp. I mean, when I first got this game, I almost gave up at this part. This is really hard. Oh, I meant to do a slide, and I did not do a slide. Oh, and I lost my homing, which is going to make this part difficult. But the trick is to get those arrows as they come out. And if you have a homing weapon, it kind of just does it for you because it has that rake at the front end of it, and that just does it. Now, this desperate time, I'm just going to nuke this next form here. So we got 3 more forms. Again, it's a lot like Gunstar Heroes, which had the 7 Force thing. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy here, because I think with this, okay, so if you have homing, you can just kind of lie on the ground. It's not hitting. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I got extra life. I hate the helicopter, and I don't have homing. If you have homing, it's not a big deal, but... Got bombs, might as well use them. Die happy. Let's see if anyone joined. Probably not. See. Yeah, just checking something real quick. Oh, see, this is gonna be hard with. Oh fuck! That's the weapon I wanted. I just immediately lost it. This is what you have to do if you don't have the homer. Don't have the homer. Yeah, the homing weapons are really convenient for this next part. But you can manage without. It's fine. That one's not too bad. This goes hard because it turns red when it's about to shoot, but if he's blinking because you're shooting it, it's hard to tell, so you gotta kind of feel it out a bit. And here's another part where homing is pretty beneficial, but I don't have it, so I'm just gonna have to make do. One thing I don't like is when you're on diagonals, your shots don't align with the with. Oh wait, watch this actually. Oh, I can't do it. You can make him shoot snot if you shoot his nose, but it can kill you. But yeah, one thing I don't like is that the your shots don't line up with the angle of the ground if you're on an incline, unlike Super C, which is really good about that. Ah! Well, we'll see. We'll see if this works. I think this part has rank. I swear it gives you harder patterns if you haven't died. I got this part once with like 5 lives, and it just threw me the hardest patterns. Which I think is fair. Keeps it interesting. I like rank in games a lot. And that's the checkpoint right there. Let's see if I get 1 life this next part. I might be able to. Oh no, I got extra life. Cool. See, it gives out extra life kind of like candy. It's not too bad. So this boss has a trick. This is where it was stumped for years, to be honest. It was like... Watch this. So the trick with this boss is that this thing gets going, but if you can get pointing away from you, it doesn't do that spread. The whole boss is about restraint, and I had no idea, and I would just try to. Oh, that's not gonna work. I think now I can finish it off. Yeah. I thought I was gonna get all close with the grenades, and it didn't go far enough. So, including this part, so the next part you can't wound him, but it'll, you have to just avoid. And you can kind of shove him off the wall, you'll see. So if you start shooting here, it'll just ping-pong off the walls like crazy, and you won't be able to do anything. Let's see. Oh, there you go. See, that's not so bad. Do 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 wow 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 wow. I got pretty lucky there. You know, sometimes you have to dodge quite a bit. It's you know, it's one of those bouncing laser parts, which are always fun. Very Konami, very Gradius. Wait, is this thing glitching? Why is this glitching? It looks like it's okay. Hope my capture device isn't dying or something. That would suck. So we're almost to the last form of this boss already. This next part, her arcing shot's perfect for it because it hits those missiles. So it fires these missiles at you. But this goes right to the dome. To the dome. See, that's why you don't do that. I might have to do this part again. See, this is safer. Take all the shots from the ceiling like that. There we go. Haven't continued yet. See, this game's not so bad. This is a pretty cool path. Let's do this. It's a lot neater than the other path is more traditional Contra, where you do the alien lair thing. But I'm gonna try to see if I can once you see this path. Well, I probably won't once you see because I have no lives left. Some vector radness. I don't have a homing weapon. Karate, but I know crazy. Man, these BCs are just exploding. Oh no! It's my first continue. Bum 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 bum. Oh, why is it doing that? At some point I'm gonna need to get a better video cap set up. That's bizarre. What if it's doing that on stream? On my end I'm just seeing like major glitches. Yeah, it looks like it's doing it on stream too. Okay. Hopefully it hasn't been doing that the whole freaking time. Oh, I gotta watch this whole cutscene again. No, we got 2 lives, so. They probably try to make you do the whole boss rush with 2 lives or whatever. Oh yeah, see now I just have a weak weapon and I think it was part with homing the first time and it was a kind of a snap. Just trying to cut it close, which is not smart. And it's basically you kind of have to cut it a bit close because you have to wait for an opening. Oh, they get really spammy. we just make it to the next checkpoint, I'll be fine. Yeah, I think I'm okay. Ah, give me. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna die on this part. We're gonna hit the credit feed portion of this stream here. Yep, I still gotta remember how this goes. Oh, and I run right into the boss. Good job. I mean, I could Fang this guy. Fang's really good in close quarters. But I'm not really familiar with Fang as far as, see, now I don't have my bomb. That's okay. So this boss, there's a few of these like this, I think, where it launches different attacks depending on what position on the wall it's at. And you don't want to jump during this part. Yep. Ah! Oh, it's just give me this part. And watch it grows. Oh, I can't be mad at this game. It's so kind of cute and clever and just which is weird to say we're about a Contra game. Let's do this. Yeah, that was the last form of this boss, and then you get this like mega crazy thing. Oh! Don't do that. Don't do that either. Okay, this is this credit is a bust. Oh no! Okay, I'm okay. Oh God! Bum. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can not suck. Oh man, I have to get off the wall. What is wrong with me? I'm losing it. Let's continue. Gotta make it a good one. Okay. Don't get cocky. See, the first one comes out, you see the second one come out, you run towards the other one, and... I jumped right into the... Okay, well, that's game over. I wish I could have shown you the next part. It's really cool. I might switch games here. What else we got? Put on, no. Lightning Force. Always use a Rage 3 or something. Mega Turrican. I'm not out of practice for that. Gyrus if you want to totally get destroyed. Let's see. Truxton, Speedball 2. Oh, my Speedball 2 doesn't work though. Do some Chaos Engine. Let's do that. I haven't played that in a long time. I love that game. I hear they call it Soldiers of Fortune, which I don't like as much. Let's see if this works. No. Yeah, this is a really cool kind of gauntlet style run and gun. No, the audio department on this specific version. Why does my interface keep doing this? I'm gonna replug it and see if that helps there. The audio on this version is not the best, but the game is intact, which is nice. Let's go for defaults here. Why not? Or whatever the... Oh, this is such a departure. Well, this is this port's a little bit jerkier than I remember. Can't remember if the Amiga one is faster or not. This game's all about positioning. So it's like, you know, you shoot in 8 directions. It's about setting up the shots. And the CPU players will kind of it's actually pretty useful. They have a bunch of stats that affect how they behave. Like if their smarts are high, they'll grab power-ups, and which you may or may not want. Reminds me, you know what I need to play? I need to try True Lies at some point. I hear that's a really good game. Actually, I could throw that on the flash card and give it a shot. Ugh, can't be worse than the movie. But yeah, I actually have the big box of this for the Amiga. I love this game. And then someone gifted me. I think someone gifted me this version of Soldiers of Fortune for the Genesis. It's a fairly decent port. I think I like this version better than the SNES one, from what I remember. I think this one has slowdown in 2-player mode, which is not that great. Not that this is a terribly speedy game, but... I love you grab the keys and like little bridges and things up here. It's really cool. It reminds me a lot of Doom. It's around the same time period. Just in terms of, I don't know, being chased by hordes and opening up traps that spawn enemies and... Oh, the audio on my Genesis is having some weird issue. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's just added to this game. I don't know. But no, I think there's some kind of like ground loop or something. I don't know what's going on. So you got that key causes those bonuses to appear. It's a lot like Gods. It's kind of like the good parts of Gods without the really cheap stuff that Gods does to you. I wanted to like Gods so much. I love the Bitmap Brothers, but a lot of their games are, you know, they got a lot of style, but they don't play super great. And Gods is definitely one of those. This game, however, is I think they really just knocked it out of the park with this one. They really hit their stride. See, if the portal's still open, you know that more enemies are going to come out. Whoa, got a frog on my back here. Yeah, this game's really fun. Oh. I actually kind of like it better in single player because the camera's better behaved. I don't think anybody's watching the stream. That's cool. This version might actually be easier too than the original. Cool, got my health. I was at 1 hit left, I think. You know, if you like this kind of stuff too, there's a really cool text mode game on Steam called I think it's a sequel to a game called Monsterland. It's not that Monsterland. It's like God, it was this old DOS Pascal game that was really cool that had Doom sound effects, and they did a new version of it with new levels, and it's all cinematic, but it's text mode. It's pretty interesting. God, I can't remember what it's called. I own it. I might have to check and go recommend it. One thing this game has that's cool too is it has secret exits that. So some of the levels have multiple exits that then start you at different points in the next level. So I'm just gonna power up everything because I don't care. No. Oh. Whoa. I have a bunch of specials. I haven't used them at all yet. Just little fun stuff like that, you know, all throughout the game. And this level is just the tip of the iceberg, really. The next level is like got a bunch of cool stuff. See, in this one there's one pillar. This one's the face. I thought there was a bonus around here. No, maybe not. Guess you go up here. Boing. Oh. Yeah. Oh snap! Looks like there's something that might appear right there. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, you gotta be ready to back up when you see those toads. When you see an enemy in this, you kind of, you know, you back up a lot of times and take like a strategic position. See, there you go. There's the key zone there. No, I think there's stuff this way. Yeah. I wonder if any of these pillars do anything. Probably not. But why are they here, right? No. Okay. I remember those have liked metallic beetles ever since like the very first Xenon. I remember the first Xenon playing better than Xenon 2. Definitely had the more original idea where you could transform and all this stuff. Xenon 2 is just not a great game. It blew me away though when it came out. I remember seeing it, it had all the parallax scrolling and I mean, it looked deep. It had that kind of Bomb the Bass soundtrack, and you just, man, I think it's pumped out the jams, but it's dated very poorly, and you know, never really played well. It's the trouble. You know, things that are technically impressive and don't really have anything else going for them, they don't hold up very well at the end of the day. It still can be a good time. I remember a friend came over once and we played that 2-player and swapped off, and that was fun enough, but there are much better shmups out there. Ugh. Yeah, this music's really cool on the original, and then the conversion could have, I think, have better audio. And a lot of these Western Genesis games really is kind of dropped the ball audio-wise, and you know, people blame gems, but I really kind of have my doubts almost, because it's really the patch design that's really bad. I mean, I don't see how that would, you know, affect patch design in the way it did. I mean, unless it was just really horrible to audition your sounds as you're making them or something like that. I guess that's possible. But a lot of people just didn't. I don't think there was as many FM kind of hobbyists in the States. I mean, a lot of the home computers didn't use FM except for the PC, which was fairly different. You know, I think in Japan they had the advantage that you could probably find people who, you know, cut their teeth almost demo scene wise on, like, you know, some of those old home computers that had FM audio. And in the States that wasn't the case, or in Europe. It's sad. I mean, there was like there are people who just like rocked, you know, the SID and the Amiga sound chip and the ST sound chip, and you know, did awesome stuff for the ZX, and then they get, you know, their hands on the Genesis sound chip, and they can't really do much with it. And you know, someone like Rob Hubbard, who was just excellent on the Commodore, you know, his Genesis sounds are fairly unremarkable. So this is the last stage of this forest, and then we're gonna get into some new a new world. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Ugh, this game has too much slowdown. There we go. That's the most I was thinking of. Yeah, we're rocking this. Wait, where's the there it is. Oh, come on, AI, stop getting hit. Yeah, this port could have been better. It's but it's not a bad game. I mean, gameplay-wise, it's got where it counts, you know. If you don't have another way of playing Chaos Engine, I'd say go for this one. Oh yeah, we were already there. The levels are massive too, which I kind of dig. Is it this way? Nope. I have a very bad sense of direction. Oh, here we go. I love stuff like the keys that represent just like a switch. It has this kind of abstract, almost like the Matrix kind of thing going forward. Very, I mean, it was steampunk before people said steampunk. To my knowledge, I don't think steampunk was a thing like in. Oh, there's keys there. I don't think steampunk was a thing in 1992 or 93 or whenever this came out, but let's just try it. But they nailed it. The Chaos Engine. It's such a cooler name, the Soldiers of Fortune. I don't know why they renamed it. Why would you do that? And they drew this logo that looks like they did it in 10 minutes or something with some crappy paint program. There we go. Yeah, I swear the original's harder, and there's like, there's this tension. The music really changes and has like, oh, I mean you can hear it changing here, but like the choir comes in and stuff in the original. It's super rad. Oof. And you know, like, you might be on your last life and the tension just builds and builds. You can kind of hear it doing that here, but it doesn't quite hit the same heights. I think there might be an alternate exit open now. I'm not sure. Whoop, 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 whoop. Well, let's just do it.
World complete.
World complete. Let's power it all up. Am I not powering up my gun? I think I'm not powering up the gun. Yeah, we're not powering up their guns. Oh shit. That could be an issue. Yeah, I'm just like being lazy, and that's where it gets me. You get the phone and like colors to appear and disappear, and yeah, it's that one. See, imagine this with like an awesome techno soundtrack. And then you have the original version, right? Oh, come on, the computer is really dumb. So you can go up there to the second level. Man. This game is the dopeness. It really is. Ah. Oh. Yeah, so you buy power for the money you get, so it's important to not just like... So I love the flashing lights in that. Oh man. The art design is so cool. Oh. Get back, player 2. Okay. Yeah, there's some kind of buzzing problem with my Genesis. Maybe it's capacitors? I don't know. What would that be? Oh. So now you got demons. Ah. Fuck. Okay. They'll climb walls too. Like they'll swing up from the floor. There's like this monkey thing that starts chasing you. Oh, it's really slowing down. I'm not sure why you only have 4 enemies slows this game to a crawl. It's so weird. I'm trying really hard to not be like it was better on Amiga guy, but I mean it kind of was. Well, that was the original. Everything else is a port, so that kind of makes sense. Ooh. Well, there you go. Game over. You know, that's Chaos Engine. They're gonna peace out. Yeah, listen to that buzzing. Oh, Jesus. I wonder what that's all about. Now look at that logo. I don't know what they do. It's got the artwork too. Yeah, I think they took out. They had these like really gorgeous full screen graphics in the intro before. Took all those out. I'll see you people next time. Oh no, they got it. Yeah, I love that art style. I'll show you the intro real quick. All the interfaces. Totally freaking out. So. You know, I think it's the cable. That's so weird. No, maybe not. We'll have to figure that out for next time. Well, I'll see everyone next stream. Take it easy.